Hey, I'm Grumps. I'm not so Grump, and we're the Game Grumps.
Now, welcome back to Skittles Grumps.
We are both enjoying some Skittles. Classic Grump style.
Yeah, I don't know why I started this episode. I still have a full square inch wad
Of Skittles?
Yeah.
Oh god, that's how I used to eat them.
How do you eat them now? Like a pussy?
Yeah, I'm like,
Do you eat them like a pussy now?
I take a grape one and I put it on the end of my tongue and I'm like, blah, blah, blah. Super delicious.
Well, I'm almost done. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Skittles are done.
Yeah. Suck
you
it
doing,
down.
everybody?
Suck it down.
This, by the way, quick shout out to my 8-year-old Scottish friend who told me he watches this show now. Thanks, great, terrific.
I had a guy.
Hello, Harris.
I had a guy who was like,
Please don't repeat anything we say to your mom.
I had a guy who had to work on something at my house. And he was like, what do you do? And I was like, do like video game shit? I like talk over video games, and he was like, oh, my son's like way into that stuff. Yeah, he probably knows you. And I was like, how old's your son? He was like 8, and I was like, he doesn't know me.
Yeah. If he does know me, you've got a lot of problems on your hands.
Yeah.
Because that means he knows a lot of shit. Oh, we forgot to turn the air off. Oh, fiddlesticks.
Whatever, who cares?
Really?
I mean, we can turn it off now.
Yeah, I'll turn it off now. Hold on, I'll be right back.
We're just so fucking, we're in the zone, bro. We're in the zone. There's too much comedy coming out of us for it to pay attention to things like fucking air and like the production value. Jesus. Fucking Dan over here forgot to turn off the air. It was all Dan's fault. Sorry I didn't turn off the air.
That's okay. It's all my fault. According to you.
No, it's not. What? Who would even say that? That's rude, dude.
By the way, how are those Rally's fries and Skittles like rattling around in your stomach right now?
It's like when two warring gangs show up at the same party. Like shit gets real awkward, and then suddenly an explosion.
Ooh, speaking of which, did I send you that video?
It's a cool China, dude.
The Lone Digger video?
Look at this. What? No.
Oh man, there's a video called Lone Digger by a band called Caravan Palace, and the animation's fucking awesome.
Cool, man. I love good animation.
It's very violent, and there's a lot of sexiness, and it's rad.
Show me.
Okay, it's about these cats that go into a strip club. I mean, anthropomorphized cats. And
What's your style?
there's a hot deer stripper, or perhaps a gazelle or antelope, stripping and dancing, but the cats sit next to a bunch of dogs who are also there to have a good time, and not surprisingly, things don't go well.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but it's rad. It's one of the coolest videos I've seen in a while.
Well, I'll check it out, bro.
What do you have to say, tiny douche?
Why wouldn't I think that on my own? Why wouldn't I have that own thought process in my head? There's a fucking switch. Why wouldn't I think that it does something?
It's a switch 2 feet away from an obstacle you can't pass unless you move the switch.
Like, why do I need this guy to show up? And be like, what's the switch? I don't fucking know. That's what I'm wondering.
You're 6 years old, Aaron.
I'm not 6.
I'm not!
I'm not! Where's my bib?
No! Boy, watching you flop around like a dog that's like on a floor that was recently waxed too much.
It's what the fucking shit? Are you kidding me with this bullshit goddamn airman Gotthaus and I bullshit?
I don't know why this floor is so slippery.
It's because I'm a wolf, dude. That's how all the floors are.
It's funny. That's how all the floors are when you're a wolf. Oh, they're blowing you off because they're fans. Your biggest fans. Wow, alright.
That sentence was so fucking real, dude.
They're blowing you off because they're fans? Wow.
Ah, no!
Jeez,
no!
I mean...
I gotta stop running.
Yeah,
dude.
you
That's
gotta
the
go
problem.
slow. No shit.
This is the problem. Well, it's like they give you it, and it's like I just want to get there fast. It's like I don't want to be here.
I don't want to be playing this anymore.
It's like the only thrill I get out of this fucking game is to see what's next, and then I'm like, oh, more shit? Okay. And then I just get depressed again.
Yeah. I just want to be disappointed faster.
Exactly. It's like it's like scrolling through a fucking Twitter feed. It's like I don't care. If I had to fucking wade through each tweet I don't care about for 10 minutes, I'd be like, oh fucking goddamn it.
Right.
I would just turn it off.
Completely understandable. Take your time.
Because there's always that one thing where I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I kind of care about that. And then I don't remember it in like 3 minutes.
Yeah. I can't recall what I'm talking about right now.
Social media, man.
Oh yeah.
It's ruining our lives, dude.
It is designed. Oh!
Oh god. Sorry, I screamed like a baby there.
It is designed to keep you addicted. The scrolling aspect is actually designed. You know, the research they did showed that that's what keeps people the most hooked and the most addicted to it for the longest period of time.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it never ends.
Right. And it's always like
there's sometimes where like Facebook glitches or Twitter glitches, and then it just like doesn't load anymore, and then I'm like, well, I guess I'm done.
Yeah. I did all the Facebook today.
Yeah. And then I just stop.
Yeah.
Because obviously there's nothing more to do.
And then you're happier.
Yeah, exactly.
You move on with your life.
And I can like say hello to my wife. And then she's like, finally. I've been standing here for 40 minutes. She's more addicted than I am, dude. I'm fucking...
Susie is?
Oh, yeah. Well, she's got a...
Her business is more online.
She can multitask.
She can?
Yeah. I can't do that shit.
What about the studies that have come out that say no one can multitask?
Well, I don't know.
Like, you can, like, technically get away with it, but the human mind is only capable of really concentrating on one thing.
Well, my point is that, like, I just focus too much on one thing and tune everything else out.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty normal.
So she can, like, have a
decent conversation?
She can have a show on in the background and still talk. Or, like, do something else.
Right.
I can't do that.
Me neither.
I'm, like... She'll be sitting... I've told her like a million times. I think she finally gets it, but, like... Because it's hard when that's not your life, you know? Like,
right.
when you're like, I can't do that. It's like, oh, well, do it anyway, you know? Like,
yeah.
It's like, I've done that with a ton of people, but, like... If there's a show on, I'm either paying attention to the conversation or I'm paying attention to the show.
Right. But who knows how much of that show she's actually retaining?
Well,
like, if you quizzed her on it afterwards, like, would she really...
Well, that's not the point.
No?
My point is, like, literally, she'll be saying something and I just won't even...
Right.
Realize that she's talking.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm just watching the show.
Gotcha.
And then she'll be like, what do you think? And I'm like...
It's a good show.
What? Were you saying something? Oh my god, were you saying something? I'm sorry, my brain can't fucking do that.
Wow.
And I think it's because of the ADD or whatever, but...
Yeah, and also just...
But yeah.
Yeah.
But there are some people that can just fucking... They could go back and forth, like, really quickly.
Maybe.
I can't do that.
Oof. Doesn't sound like much fun.
It's not! It sucks!
It's a huge point of tension in my marriage!
God
Thank you for bringing it up!
No, it's... The only reason I know... The only reason I know that, like, there is a difference is because I have medication for ADD.
Right.
So, when I do that, I'm like, oh, fuck, I can just fucking have a conversation and carry it on. It's no big deal. I can just switch gears, you know? But when I have ADD, it's just like... It's tough. So, that's how I know. I've been in 2 different places. Even though it's like, it's speed, I guess.
Yeah.
I've been told it's just like cocaine or whatever. Which, you know, whatever.
I mean, what are you gonna do?
It's
everyone does speed from time to time.
Well, it's like the doctor's giving it to me. I can't be like, well,
yeah.
I don't know about
My
that,
dealer wears a
dog.
lab coat, so...
Oh, why'd he turn around? Shit! Okay.
Okay.
Am I supposed to kill him? Because he helped me, kind of.
I don't know, yeah. I guess you are.
But that's all I'm saying, man. ADD sucks. It's no fun. It's no fun. And whenever somebody's like, well, what if it contributes to my creativity? It doesn't. It doesn't. It just inhibits you.
Is that right?
That's it. I died.
Yeah!
Because when I it's, yeah, the only thing it inhibits... I don't know why I'm eating Skittles on the show. And
I don't know why you're pouring them into your mouth.
Well, they're good.
Like a mongrel.
Don't call me that.
Boy, you've been on Chunan for a long time.
Well, yeah, I gotta complete all the stages.
Jeez. I'm so used to doing one thing in this game, and then talking to villagers pointlessly for 6 hours.
Yeah, they really have, like, built up the... Also, there's been, like, no regular Sonic stage forever.
No, yeah.
I feel like I've been exclusively Werehog for the past, like, hour and a half.
And you have no control over when that happens, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Well, the stages are different.
Right. Yeah, this is just the Werehog portion of the game.
Man, that sucks.
Also, Werehog. I feel dumber just saying it.
I know, right? Well, the other thing, too, about this is like...
Oh, Werewolf Hedgehog. Great idea for a game. Thanks, Ryan.
Well, I said earlier, like... I don't like either portion, but it's nice to switch it up.
Right, right.
Because, like, this is fucking...
It makes it more bearable when it's constantly changing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like the little irrigation waterfall in your Japanese garden. Like, if it wasn't there, the little pond area would quickly be overrun with scum. Because it's still water. And that keeps it fresh.
It keeps it fresh because it's always flowing. Always changing.
Yeah. Always frozen, never fresh.
Dude, I have fucking... This is amazing. I don't know if I mentioned this to you.
What's that?
When you were over last. I have mollusks. They're creatures growing in my pond.
What? How?
I don't know.
It's in your house.
I know, right? But there's creatures in there.
They didn't fly in from the sea.
I guess they just, like, show up. I don't know how they do it. Like, maybe birds eat them and then they shit them out, or I don't know.
They start as bacteria and then they evolve.
I guess. But there's creatures in there. There's, like, worms and shit.
That's
crazy. And they make shells.
That's bizarre.
They're mollusks that I found in my little contained pond.
And yeah, in your tiny little, yeah.
I found, like, a proto shell.
That's bizarre.
Like a really thin, like, translucent shell shape. Fuck. Isn't that crazy?
That is, I'm trying to understand that at all.
Life on Earth, man.
I'm gonna think it over next time on GameGrumps.
Okay.
Okay, see you then.
Well, maybe think it over before we start the episode so that we're not... No! Ah! Okay.
Trust me, bro. Don't even worry. I forgot what we were talking about long ago. Probably.
Fuck you. Ah, shit. This shit sucks! This shit sucks!
Is it better to just die and start over with 3 lives?
Might as well.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to die. Have to run back up to that guy. Might as well grab another Skittle in the meantime.
Yeah, okay.